Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords with the Restored Content mod. So when we last left off, I was right in the middle, well, I suppose I should say when I last left off, we taught Atten how to use the Force, and he's now on his way to becoming a Jedi Sentinel. We also pretty much gave our ship away, but something's happening
Say the word.
over there, and we must, well, let's go find out. Let's go find out what's going on. Oh, great. These guys have swords, so we'll go ahead and just use Night Speed. Piece of cake.
Let's get this over with. Let's settle this.
Give a little buff to my party here. Make sure we're picking up all these remains. Because we're actually not coming back this way. At least not for a little while. Just wanted to get Atten. Just wanted to set the chain of events to get Atten to become a Jedi. And actually, that's the only reason why I'm on this planet.
More where that came from. Time to even the odds.
Bam. Get some battle meditation going on. Let's see what's going on my ship. Oh, okay. Let's get some energy resistance, actually.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from.
That meditation. That's it.
Take them down.
All of horsepower. So, looks like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Let me handle this. More where that came from.
I don't think that I have a good enough trajectory to do anything. No, I don't. Pretty sure Beodur is the one with trajectory. But they're actually doing fairly well, so that's good. We're gonna go this way and kind of cut off a little bit. Kind of meet Atten and Beodur. Okay, so
More where that came from.
oh, that's fine. They were right over here in this room. Perfect. There we go.
Let's settle this.
Trespass on our territory, brothers. Already have the captain of this vessel. We caught him as he crawled on board, thinking to leave. Across the sea, we'll end up dead. So be it. Prepare yourself. I'm actually going to use this level up to heal myself. Could you call it cheating? Maybe somebody might be like, oh, that's cheap and whatever. But you know what? You take them as you get them, right? So do we want 10% of damage over 20 points or subtracted? Really, that's what? 2? Or do we want just to go ahead and... So, okay, critical. Oh, inactive. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still getting over this cold. Oh, plus the strength modifier. Maybe we don't want to do that. We could get the regenerator first force points, because that would definitely be helpful. I mean, I like the, you know, the critical hit, where it was on a 17 to 20. That's nice, though. Could just use power attack. I'm thinking maybe just improve flurry though, and just go with. Oh, I don't know. Let's get to 10% because then this talent, Master Toughness, can get us more health. Ooh, we probably should do improved heal. But at the same time, improved battle meditation is nice because enemies in the area get -2 to attack damage and will saves. So probably do improved battle meditation this time around. And actually, we'll probably use that if we can. No, we can't. Well, that's okay.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
Accept your gift. Be careful in the future.
Great, I'll, just find my way out, all right?
Yeah, you do that. You find your way out. Alright, it's about to get real right here. Because I have low force points. So this is triggered off of the, when you get to a certain light side, dark side. That little cutscene that happened on Boragas Station. This is actually triggered because of that. Which I know it's been so long, it's just... all this stuff happens when you first enter your ship. All this stuff is triggered. What's that person? Who are you? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do improved battle meditation. She resisted that. Great. Improved energy resistance. Enforcement. Oh no. Oh, that wasn't good. I should not have wasted my time. Ooh, that was close.
my lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I will not kill you.
You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands.
Look, you're wounded. Stan, let me get you to the med bay.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior.
Barely.
It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Is her kind rare?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Is she going to be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
If her condition changes, let me know. I didn't want to hurt her. Yay! We got a part from Visas Mars' lightsaber. That's the last part we need. Now I'm gonna go talk to Kreia because I picked up a crystal. Well, for a couple things. So I'm. Oh wait, no, I'm only 13. Never mind.
You have befriended the seer.
Miraluka? Why do you call her a seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is not something I would wish to happen to you. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
If she can see through the Force, maybe she can help us find allies.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
Eden said her planet was wiped out. That it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
Maybe. I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Where's the... never mind, I'll be going.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
Because if I can help, I will.
Even if it weakens those you help.
Yes.
Even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow.
Yes.
You have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
If you're trying to guilt me out of helping, I failed to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful. Then you are blind.
Ah, then you have learned
Oh,
nothing.
wow.
From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
They are loyal companions, and I will not harm them.
So you may think. But it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path.
So, Influence Lost Kreia is pretty much the standard in Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yes? Have you come? That is something we will leave until we possess a light.
Oh, never mind, I'm going. Okay, fine. Well, I do have a lightsaber, but you know. But it is triggered by the quest. I forgot that I got. Yeah. Anyway.
General?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Yes, General?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something else
Oh, did I? Oh, I thought that I got the last part I needed from, guess not. Lens fixture, okay. So, just go ahead and upgrade this lightsaber with... Oh, wow, okay, so... I'm kind of scatterbrained because, like, I was playing this game yesterday, but I wasn't playing this playthrough. So I'm so confused. I thought that I was farther than I was. Anyway, so we got Atten to become a Jedi Sentinel. Now I wanted the first plan to be Dantooine, but I needed to go through that little thing on Nar Shaddaa to trigger the conversation with Atten to let him become a Jedi Sentinel. So now we are heading to Dantooine. Alrighty then. Let's see, do I need to do anything with, so make sure I got all my ducks in a row here. Grab these two guys, thank you.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and
Psh.
go.
Thank you. I'll be going now. Jerk.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Oh, man. As I slowly try to, like, hide my lightsaber.
Are you waiting for the administrator, too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Oh, why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent
Jerks.
man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
The Salvager stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the Salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Are you sure it was a Salvager?
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the Salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
What did they steal?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Is there anything I could do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this Salvager camp and convince the Salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Roger, roger. Let's see what Mr. Arms Dealer has to sell.
Tochi monas runta. Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba. Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba. Bora Dino Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba.
Selling arms, right?
Pasa susho wi. Hoshmanfu ni wado ni kuta masapa. Tongi wamaji. Yumali dokinikama renzo ni inash di John Bla when so mas. Tonga about the wanga nochi. Roren manama kochpa ino shan op.
Let me see what you're selling.
Do so jam.
Okay, just show me what you're selling. Gamorrean Cleaver. It's always nice one-hander to have. Eh.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
Neither one.
I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Just exploring and getting to know people.
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, though. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you.
Ooh, work.
You want something?
What sort of work do you have? besides doing mazes?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want some?
Nope, I'll be going. Burn Madru.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik.
Garavik?
Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garavik, unlike most everyone else.
Who's Garavik?
You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garavik, do you have some other problem?
I had no problems the militia needs to worry about.
You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia captain.
Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Can anyone do something about it? Yeah. Can't anyone do something?
It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well, then maybe he should be replaced.
So what can I do to help?
Just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
I'll be going now.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
You too.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vilram.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
I came in that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
It was. Sorry about that, yawn. I'd prefer if you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here, or practically anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet with him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I will make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Barun believes Zarin is up to something.
I have no doubt that Barun means well, but I have every confidence in Zaron. I would ask you to ignore anything Barun asked of you.
Whoa.
He doesn't see the full scope.
What is going on?
I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to divulge all information to you.
Do people of Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
I'll be going now. It's weird, my phone was ringing and it was, it's a call from China. I don't know anyone in China. I don't even know where China is. Actually, that's a lie, I do. But, you know. I wonder if they'd leave a message. Alrighty then. Alright, this guy is a shopkeep. What do you sell? Okay, that's fine. Just let me show you what you got. Thank you. Control cluster for the HK. Do I need one of those? Chassis and processor. I do not need the control processor. Control cluster. Alright, well, don't need anything that you have. I'm surprised that worked. Yeah, healing really doesn't do anything. This looks like a crash.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
What are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something.
Why do you really want those sensors?
I just really need them. It's important. Please come to me if you find any of the atmospheric sensors. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you find, whether they're broken or not.
I'll see what I can do. So Beodur doesn't believe his story. Fortunately, I know where the atmospheric sensors are, and I'm actually going to grab them real quick. And probably end the episode there.
Let's get this over with. Let me handle this.
More where that came from.
The mercenary ahead doesn't notice you. He appears to be walking past the Kinrath, unharmed. Well...
This won't take long.
Time to even the odds.
Hey, the atmospheric sensors.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about what? The sensors?
They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine?
Can you examine... Sorry about that. Hit my mic. Can you examine one of the sensors?
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Ooh, surveillance device. Good working, Beodur. These sensors provide strong evidence that Zeron is endangering relations with the mercenaries. Ooh, dun dun dun. Maybe we'll save the cave spelunking for later and go turn these sensors in. See what happens. Oops. Blink. Alright, because we're going on about 40 minutes here, so this will be a good stopping point, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to do one thing before we stop.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with.
Nah.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I believe that I have evidence that Zaren's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
I found these atmospheric sensors. Zaren has been using them to spy on the mercenaries.
Very well. I will deal with this situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Baroon here immediately.
Uh-oh, someone about to get yelled at. Don't be walking through that now, Joe. Fighting words, Rocco.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kunda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Baroon. I hope, Zeron, That you will continue to serve as Baron's second in command?
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zeron. You are dismissed.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Baron.
He's gonna salute someone with your blaster. Alright, let me talk to Baron. Give my ooh. Oh, now you got posted out in the hallway. Man. He's done kicked you out your office.
Thanks for your support. I've been waiting for some time to get my chance to lead the militia the right way.
Alright, so I'd also been working on influence with Baodur, and if you have noticed what happened with Atten, you probably have already guessed what might happen at some point with Baodur. So I think this can only be done on the ship. I'm not 100% though. I'm sure there's going to be conversation I have to go through on the ship, though. Always is.
Why are you here?
Because I told her. Told her everything.
Ah, and now you are free.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Snap. Okay. Well, she's salty. Let me go ahead and save the game here.
General, need something?
Really, you don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Yes, I can't get my head out of the past.
I was just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
I think taking Zerka single-handedly... it's good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Where did you pick up that remote anyways?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Okay.
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you lose the arm anyway?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right?
Yeah.
Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape. I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
That's good. Let's see. Yeah. As good a reason as any for joining.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Never mind. Yeah, I thought that, like, there was, like, a conversation that would trigger...
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
Maybe this is it. What are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
So, why are you here?
You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
Yeah, well... I mean, why are you still here?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
That's true. Even if you knew what was wrong with it, though, how would you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
That's true. In fact. It's all wires and switches to you, huh?
That's the way I see things. Traveling with you, I know there's something else in the universe, but I can't do anything about it anyways. So I'll leave it to you to take care of.
I'll do my best.
Was there something?
Nope. Maybe now you can talk?
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean?
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me, forgiving the Order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
If Ulick Till Droma could be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
You did it to save us, to protect us from death.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
You have dwelled on the past for too long. You cannot undo history, but you can change the future.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Yeah, learn the ways of the Force. I could teach you, but you must let go of your anger, or else it will destroy you, and you will fail.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Then we have no time to waste. Oh snap! Time to go meditate. Oh man, I just clocked him twice. Man. Oh man, we got a Luke moment going on. Bayodir has now become a Jedi Guardian. Yay! And that's it. Alright, believe that's all I need to do at this moment. We'll take Bayodir and, oh man, look at that light side. He got lightning coming out of him. Alrighty then. Bayodir. Let's go level you up. Feats. Were you dueling or what were you? Yeah, I guess you were dueling. We'll grab improved dueling. I think, yeah. And we'll grab healing and energy resistance. Perfect. Feats, and we shall grab maybe toughness to get that point of vitality. And as far as power goes, let's grab force deflection, because that'll be nice. Yay, Jedi! Alright, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time.